It's dump day, and some guy just walked by, said there's no water today at all. Which, as far as like using the dump here in Quartzite, there's usually a line, so I don't use water at the dump. Usually like to rinse out the hose. I just use the gray water to rinse out the hose. And the hose that hangs down, it's all leaky and stuff anyways. I hate using those things. So I don't really need water at the dump, but he said the water station is closed too. There's no water. Which is fine. It's a little bit inconvenient because the tank in the trailer is empty. I have a few gallons left for drinking, but basically I'm not gonna be able to take any showers or, oh man, hand washing. Oh, it's such a bummer when there's no water in the tank. So what I'll do is I'll just camp tonight and then rough it, with less water than normal. And I'll come back tomorrow without the trailer, and I'll just use the jugs in the truck, fill those up, and then bring them back to the trailer, fill up the trailer, then come back again, fill the jugs up again, so I have portable water as well. They've been having issues with the water this year. This is the first run-in for me with the issues. I'm at Moon Mountain Mail, and their parking situation here is complete bunk. I do like their service here, and it's a pretty good rate. And if you just need to pick up one package here every once in a while, it's only $5 per package. But they moved, and this parking lot is so stupid. It's really, they shouldn't have moved. It was bad before, like their parking lot before was really bad. But this is worse. And it's gonna be crowded in there. So people have been complaining because they have stairs now. So I've seen maybe older people or people with a bunch of packages. Like imagine that, people getting a lot of packages and then they have trouble getting down the stairs. For me, it's not a big deal, but the parking is stupid. It's really stupid. I kind of think maybe one reason they decided to move to this place is because they thought, well, if the parking sucks, then people will come here less to pick up packages less frequently. Some people might come every day. Like myself, I come every 2 weeks or something like that, and now it's getting to the point where, I'll come every 2 weeks, but I'll order some stuff or some packages will come in, and I'll just let them pile up here because I'm thinking like, that said, they've never lost a package here in my situation. And their service seems fine. They're not always in the best mood in there, but I don't really care about that. I guess if I have an issue, then that could be a problem. And I would actually recommend this place, but now with their new parking situation, it's harder to recommend it. There are other places you can get mail service and packages delivered, so you might want to look into those. It's really, the parking is just stupid. And so now I'm here on a Monday, and I guess I'm realizing it's not the best day. They're closed on Sunday. So this is the busiest I've seen this parking lot. It's going to be busy inside. What do you do when there's no water at the LTVA? Well, you got to come to these little water stations, and there's several of them in Quartzite. I just went to the one up the road from here at the RV pit stop, which is a good place to go to dump your tanks. It's pretty reasonably priced. You can dump your tanks there, fill up on water and everything, and they have pay water stations too. You can also go into their little booth and pay them like $5, and then she said it was 25 gallons for $5, which is pretty good, but I only need 5 or 6 gallons to get me through until tomorrow. This person's gonna like back up into. Oh, okay. So the thing about the RV pit stop is their little booth that they have where you can pay like basically by the gallon. She said it's shut down for right now because it's refilling. She said there's so many people using it right now. And you know, I'm not really desperate for water. I have enough to drink, but it really does suck when you don't have running water in the trailer, in the sink basically, just so I can wash my hands, do little dishes, stuff like that. I don't need to take a shower or anything. So I could get by without water, but if I could just swing by here, pick up 6 gallons, we'll see what it costs. It's probably $1, $1.50. Then that'll just make the rest of my night a little bit easier until I can go to the water station tomorrow, and hopefully they'll have water available there. Here we are a couple days later and just dropping off some garbage, and I need water, so I thought I'd come get some water. I'm glad I dumped the other day because that is a long line, and the system I have for figuring out how long the dump is going to take, which is all the way up here, is you just add 5 minutes per car, and that's pretty accurate. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 75 minutes. So you're looking at an hour and a half wait if you're all the way back there. And I'm pretty sure the reason is because the water was shut off for a day. So people decided not to dump because there was no water, and now look at the line for the water. I've never seen this before, actually. There's actually a pretty decent line to get some water over here of about, looks like there's about 4 or 5 cars waiting. And you can also get water over here, but they're probably letting people from the dump use that one first. So I'm gonna come over here, wait my turn to get water. And those are all waiting right there. You guys are gonna wanna see this. I've never seen anybody carry water this way. Every time this guy hits a bump, a bunch of water splashes out of the top of that garbage can. That gray garbage can is full of water. I've seen people with the 50-gallon drums, and those are made to hold water. This, I wonder what they're doing with it. There's a spigot mounted on the bottom of it. Everybody has a different system, so who knows? I mean, they must have a really specific need for that kind of a setup. It is getting a little bit windy. It's not really too bad. It can get a lot windier here in Quartzsite, but what you'll notice is, people have like flags and stuff out. But what you'll find when you get into Quartzsite is nobody pretty much will have their awnings out. It's very rare. And you learn really quick because storms will come up out of nowhere and wreck all your stuff. You can see in my camp here, you know, I keep everything pretty well secured. I had this jacket here that was drying, and so I just clip it here so it doesn't blow away. But what I want you to see is my neighbors, and these guys just moved in, and I can tell they're kind of newbies. They have nice, you know, nice trailers and stuff like that, but you can see what the wind's doing. And now I haven't met these people over here. They just came in a couple days ago, but look at the awning on the trailer on the right. You'll see the wind starting to pick it up and kind of bend it. So if the wind gets any stronger, that thing is gonna fail. And you can see they're gone. They had 2 cars there, 2 vehicles, but the vehicles are gone. So maybe the wind won't get worse, but then also these shelters that they have set up, those things can get carried away by the wind even easier, depending on how well somebody staked them down or not. So I'm not trying to, like, you know, call these people out or say anything bad about them or anything. It's like, you live and learn. But this is why you don't have awnings out. Now, if it gets really bad, I guess if there's nobody over there, I should probably go over there and try and secure some stuff for them. But you know, then you run the risk of somebody coming back and thinking that you're messing with their stuff. It would suck if it gets really windy. I mean, all that stuff is just going to get thrashed.